Girl, the body they no ordinary. Me say you pretty than Holly Berry. So you know mine off me blackberry. And in the future everything I go berry. Me say the body they no ordinary. Me say you pretty like Holly Berry. So you know mine off me blackberry.
For 2 days now we're caught on the thick layer of Sahara dust, and this fine dust goes pretty much in every little corner, every surface, and it works together with the wind. It works like sandpaper, so it's actually not that good for the solar panels and other surfaces. During the summertime it's not unusual that some thunderstorms over West Africa and the Sahara pile up a lot of dust in the atmosphere. This dust is traveling all the way across the Atlantic. It gives a pause in the hurricane season because the environment is way too dry for development of tropical storms. But this present from West Africa just arrived yesterday here in Dominica, and it looks so hazy out there. It's a real spooky atmosphere. You can't see anything. It's really hard to breathe. So right now the mask become a whole new meaning.
Squeeze again, yeah, again. You don't know such a shot. For the girl them, follow me now.
We used the COVID time and lockdown in Dominica to work on the boat, enjoyed time with our local friends, and discovered more of this gorgeous island we fell in love with. Nature provides all healthy fruits and vegetables you can dream of, and we're perfectly taken care of by the local community and very good friends.
This is a fire. Look at it. Yoo-hoo!
To say goodbye, we all met for our last barbecue on the beach and had an awesome party before heading out, packed with provisions for quarantine time ahead of us.
So tell some boy, look a gal a get lost.
We're leaving Dominica, going to Carriacou, need to go for quarantine, and my heart's crying because Dominica was so awesome. We love the people, greatest experience, best place to be for the COVID madness, and now we hope to have a safe trip and enjoy time down south to be safe from the hurricanes.
Some sperm whales. Get them close?
Yeah, but it's weird. It's always...
It's two of them.
Yeah, but it's always... The one is constantly on the surface. It's not going down at all.
They're just chilling. Sometimes they do that for a long time.
Okay. So do you think it's not hurt? It's so cool. I wish we could get closer. Oh, the mother and the calf. So cool. Right next to Dominica. Yeah, it's more. Ah, cool. Nice!
Yes, sir.
Yes!
Wow.
happy, Captain?
More than happy.
And I'm happy we didn't go in the end to Trinidad, what we usually said, because the climate, I think I prefer the drier island of Carriacou.
Yeah, I think it's better for the time for the summer. Stay pretty low in the hurricane belt. I think September is gonna be wild.
September?
We'll see.
Landed on deck, so now he's gonna be meat.
In Dominica, you're far from professional help for rigging, so I had to do the stuff myself and take the book. So I was a little concerned if I did everything right, and now we are actually on the sea trial. But I'm pleasantly surprised. The boat is performing very well, and we gained some speed, and actually it's sailing much more comfortable than before. It's actually that comfortable that Joanna found very decent sleep. So now it's the end of my morning shift, and I will have a look where she is.
All fruits and bananas and vegetables on board, I had the feeling to add some protein to our diet and get some fish. But apparently my lure was not okay. Some fish took it and spit it out right away. It has some bites, but nobody really wanted it. I heard bananas on board is bad luck fishing. It would be interesting if that's true. What are you doing?
Trying to get to know where we are. Imagine one day there is no GPS anymore. It's always good to know without electronics how to find port.
And that thing works just with the sun also. I'd always thought you'd use it at night with stars.
It works with stars, with planets, and so with the sun. It's a Russian-made model.
Okay.
The Russian military.
How much wind was that?
Huh?
How much wind was that?
Much? Same as we have now. About 20. Okay, let's take it down. Right in the moment when the sail ripped, the angle line, the fishing line went out. Yeah, it is.
Gone.
Huh?
Gone.
It's gone. Unfortunately, this time we don't have a cameraman or camerawoman with us, and in some situations we need a whole hands on deck. So we couldn't show you how we took down the sail and what we did exactly, but what we're gonna do now is we took the main down to the third reef, so the cut is tied away and sailed carefully the last 70 miles to Carriacou. It's not really professionally built in because there was a line missing for the third reef and we had to kind of improvise. But yeah, doesn't work too bad. So at the moment we're doing still between 5-6 knots, and I'm quite confident that we're gonna make it nice and sound. Okay, now let's sail to
I'm still wet. We just got in from taking down the foresail, the leftovers of the foresail, let it say that way. We just had 12 to 14 knots of wind, calm, everything, and within seconds Andy realized the stars disappeared, and within seconds we were up to 33, probably more knots of wind. Everything started to shake. We threw loose the lines to get off the pressure, but to not lose the mast and the rigging, but the foresail got shredded, and it's gonna be some hours on the foredeck repairing and a few yards of new material to put on. I hope it's just that. We gotta have a look again in the morning when we see something. Then I had to get everything in, all the lines got entangled and crazy.
We got beaten up all night by squalls, but this amazing sun rays just over Bakri pays back everything. In the meantime, we also can see over here the place where we want to go. Carriacou. What a mess. Trial. Alright, so the rigging was the point I was worried about. Looks like the rigging was the only thing that made it. Our sails are all torn, they are all shredded, not really usable anymore. I'm sitting here on the last leftover of sail that we have, and triple reefed, and also the foresail is not really the newest anymore. So. But we're coming close to Carriacou, we're almost there, nothing to worry about, and in Carriacou we're gonna spend anyway like 10 days in quarantine, and plenty of time to fix that shit. That doesn't break, and this trip broke a lot.
the Taro Bay, our hurricane shelter for this year. So that is Carriacou, Hillsborough, and north of the island.
I need to check the temperature. That's gonna work out. Stay there. Okay. So this is a provisional health clearance that you would hold on to for 10 days while you're in quarantine.
Okay.
At the end of 10 days, they're going to call you in and you're going to do a PCR test and a rapid test.
Both?
A rapid test,
Okay.
at the end of which if the results are negative, you're going to get a full health clearance.
Okay.
So after this wild ride, we arrived nice and safe in Carriacou at the place into the mangroves because of quarantine, and we just learned that there is Hurricane Gonzalo on the way to us. About 2 days we got left, so basically we were running away to get a little bit out of the red zone, and now we run right into it. It's supposed to be the center right here. So like every year's exercise, we're gonna tie Bamba Maru into the mangroves.
A lot of ropes. What do you need the fender for?
I think there's a bunch of it coming our way here, so I better have some fenders here and tons of lines in this direction. The wind's supposed to come from over here, and then in the back system that way. So I think it's a nice little corner we got here. And now we just make sure nobody can crash into us.
So that is usually the quarantine bay with few boats in quarantine. But apparently, as we just learned, this bay will fill up because it's the only safe mangrove bay that far south. And as there's a bunch of boats out there in the bay, they might all want to squeeze in here. So we're lucky being one of the first, and right into the mangroves. Right into it, like. Gotta prepare everything for ants and critters not coming on board. But that's what it looks like down there.
Now as we're safe in Carriacou, we're checking all the damage. See the mainsail, the seam got open just above the second reef. It's not too bad, I think we can easily fix that. The headsail looks much worse. It's literally in pieces. The whole section is missing. It's not just a seam, so there's much more damage. Yeah, these tropical squalls, especially in the Caribbean in the summertime, they can be really dangerous. So in this moment we know it early, we saw it early, but we was not fast enough to get the sails down. Now we have 10 days of quarantine time to fix all that. Well, part of the game.
I've been running out of things to say. Do you wanna get high with me, baby? I know the Uber's on its way. He gon' call you up like on the lady. You're stressed out cause you working late. Talked a lot about that boss you hate lately. You open the door, you ain't got nowhere to go. Cause it's a hell of a ride. It's a hell of a ride. Over the east side. It's a hell of a ride. It's a hell of a ride.